Me and my girlfriend were hanging out late at night in a parking lot, fogging up the windows. Then, in the heat of the moment, a car parked a short distance away. We stopped everything and started pretending we were innocent, pulling up a movie, etc. We thought it was police and we were busted. But they just sat there, no lights, no movement. Then, 2 minutes later, a big black truck with dark tinted windows pulled up right in front of us, parked, and turned its lights off. We waited for the officer to get out and knock on a window and yell at us for late night or bang bang in parking lot or whatever. But nothing happened. 10, 20, 30 minutes pass. At this point, I'm realizing it's not the police. Both cars are unbranded, unmarked, black cars with no police stickers or lights or whatever. And police cars wouldn't sit there for that long. I realize that we are in a really effing bad spot. And I might not get to go home tonight. We kept waiting. Then, our saving effing grace, a police car with lights flashing past the parking lot. Seconds later, and both cars were rushing away, tires screeching. I downloaded a police radio. Turns out, it was suspected kidnappers who had been spotted driving around, and were now on the run on the freeway. I've never been so scared in my life, and this was literally a few hours ago. I am still listening to the police radio. It sounds like they can't find them. We both just drove home on call the whole time to make sure we were both safe. We live separately still. I've never felt so unsafe or helpless. I am a decent-sized guy, but I have never fought before, and I don't think I would have been able to defend us against kidnappers. Don't look behind you. You may find a like button that you should have hit a long time ago. I'm going to tell a story that a friend of mine told me, and I didn't really believe it until he started sobbing and getting chills while telling it. He's a rideshare driver, and he was picking up a woman from the airport who had requested a ride through the app. When he picked her up, she seemed emotionless, and he asked if he could help with her luggage, but she refused and said no. As they were driving to her destination, she requested to make some stops, and my friend was happy because he thought he would make some extra money for these stops. Firstly, she asked to stop at the beach, where she started to pick up sand and play with it as if it was the first time she had touched it. Then, she asked to stop at a Christ statue, and when they arrived, she said she had no money and that her house was right there, pointing to a nearby location. He saw her enter the house and left. The next day, he returned to the house and rang the doorbell. A woman answered who appeared to be older, and he asked if there was a girl living there. The woman looked at him with a face that seemed to say, "Oh my God, this happened again." She invited him in and pointed to a picture on the wall, asking if it was the girl that he had seen. He said yes, thinking that it was her. The woman then explained that the girl had actually passed away some time ago, as he was returning from the church. My friend was skeptical, thinking it was some kind of scam. But then the woman showed him a paper with the girl's death certificate, and explained that this had happened 3 times before. She then gave him the money he was owed and he left, crying from the strange experience. I have been living here in Texas for 3 years, and my neighbor has always been friendly and very kind to me, but he recently acted very strangely. I noticed that he would come home in the afternoon, and his house smelled terrible. According to other neighbors from his previous neighborhood, he used to live in Canada but moved here because he wanted to be near his wife. Her name was Samantha, but everyone called her Miss Martha. She died of colon cancer on their 2nd wedding anniversary, and ever since then, my neighbor, Roger, has been depressed and acting strangely. Last night he called me, saying that he needed 2 plastic bags, like garbage bags. He said it was urgent and that he could repay me with another favor if I wanted. I was a little suspicious and scared because I often see real cases of serial killers, so I just said that I would drop them off at his house tomorrow. He got nervous with my tone of voice and said that he could come pick them up personally tomorrow morning. I feel like an idiot for being afraid of such simple things, but I looked out of the window and he was making strange hand gestures while painting a picture. He called me today and said that he wanted me to come to his house. What should I do?